Hey, I'm going to be going over distributive property. I'm sure we've gone over this before, and I know you've definitely gone over this in fifth grade. But this is the second page of the math booklet that I passed out. So in case we forgot what the distributive law is, it basically we're multiplying a number by a group of numbers added together is the same as doing each multiplication separately. So for example, if we multiply 3 times the product of 2 and 4, it's the same as 3 times 2 and 3 times 4. So first thing that we would do, right, we'd have to think of, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, right? We do the parentheses first. 2 plus 4 is 6. And then we multiply together. So 3 times 6 is 18. Now that's the same thing as 3 times 2 plus 3 times 4. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 12. 3 times 4 is 12, and it equals 18. Okay, so it seems like a lot of work, but it might make it a little bit simpler. Okay, so this right here just basically gives you the same information that I just kind of went over. So if that's really confusing and freaks you out, like, you might just want to like leave it alone and don't stare at it. You can always go to mathisfun.com and type in what you're looking for, and they have some pretty interesting and helpful stuff that I've actually used to help me understand some of the things that I'm teaching you, because this is only the second year of me teaching sixth grade. Okay, so our example that we're working on today, rewrite an equivalent expression. So we're making a new math problem using distributive property and the greatest common factor of 18 plus 54. So just like what we just did, you need to find the factors of 18 and 54. And then you need to write out the factor pairs. So what's the difference between factors and factor pairs? The factor pairs, at least in my opinion, is the two numbers that multiply together to get that number. So for example, 18 is 18 times 1 and 2 times 9. So you might have to get out your multiplication table or multiplication chart to help you out if you don't know them by heart. That's okay. Okay, and then our next factor pairs is 54. 1 times 54 and 6 times 9. So our next one is, what's the greatest common factor of 18 and 54? Well, 1 is 1. Okay. Got 18, 54, 6, 2, and 9. So the greatest common factor is going to be 9. Now our next step is to factors of the factor pairs. So you're kind of writing out, the two pairs. So for 18, it's 9 times 2. For 54, it's 9 times 6. So now we need to rewrite using the distributive property. So first thing you want to do is you're going to put that greatest common factor on the outside. And then you're going to put the two other factors, right, 2 and 6, on the inside of the parentheses. 2 plus 6. Right, 2, 6. So now this is now telling us is 9 times the product of 2 plus 6. So just like, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, we do the parentheses first. So 2 plus 6 is 8. And then we have to have that 9 out there because we haven't used it yet. So when we see a number outside of a number in a parentheses, that tells us that we're going to multiply. So this right here means we're multiplying. So 9 times 8 is 72. So, and now just to double check, I'm going to add together our two numbers, which is 18 and 54. And 18 plus 54 is 72. Okay, you can go to our Google Classroom and there's the page there. So if you didn't get this packet, you can find it there for practice. And then also there in our Google Classrooms, you're gonna see the answers for these two right here. Okay? Hopefully this helps you guys out. If not, you can always email me and I'll do my best to help you out.